Woohoo! What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Guardian Oracle 33. I hope all of you had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Excuse me. Okay. Spirit guides keep pointing me towards the Oracle deck. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest bright light, I call on you for guidance, clarity. May these reads be for the highest good of all. If you guys are just finding me, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, check out the lives, the shorts. Like I said, none of my reads are all the same, very much channeled. Basically, I read for the collective conscious. What's up, April? Thanks for making your way back in. There's Ash. What's up? EXO. Hey, Sunshine. What's up, my lovely friends? Okay, I heard no pronouns. We're not going to do it. Alright, so I got some channeled messages for the earth signs. And more than anything, I keep hearing Virgo. So, and I don't know if there's like a Mary, but that name keeps coming through, Mary. Alright, and I'm not sure, because this was one of the channel messages, is there an Albany, New Mexico? Because that was like really prominent towards the end, and they're like, don't miss that. What's up, Wade? Hello, Ambassador Casey. What's up, Julie? Happy holidays. Yes, there is. Okay, so that's a very prominent message for somebody here, and I feel like the extraterrestrial ships, they're making it feel like Utah and Albany, New Mexico, there's a connection point, or there's an access point, or somebody's doing grid work. I heard that specifically. Grid work. Okay. Albany, New Mexico. Okay, carrying on for the channeled messages. Dreamcatcher, deep spiritual awakening. My senses just went towards that. Okay. We got promethazine. And I was hearing something before that, but I couldn't quite make it out. But it did start with a P. And then I started hearing, my son used to say the short, sipping on promethazine or something like that. And I was hearing that. Alright, we got Albuquerque, Louisiana, down south, a wrecking yard. The name Merle, or Merlin, merry-go-round. Maryland came out, like Maryland, showing me like that little, my sister went to AIT for the Army up in Maryland. And actually, maybe somebody's a boxer too. That could just be prominent, because when my sister went over there for AIT, one of the things that they actually got to do is boxing, and they would, it was pretty cool. There was some really corrupt shit that happened at that base, though, involving just some underhanded things that were happening, and also suicidal, people smuggling rounds off of the base, and actually committing suicides with their weapon within the barracks system. So I heard, slow down please, behind the microwave. I always leave it here, something is off. And then I kind of kept feeling, as my computer glitches out, like Men in Black, being watched, or like the extraterrestrial, or like hybrid or genetics, or like maybe your electromagnetic field or your frequency, you're known as a portal. I don't know, maybe you did have tests done on you at some point, and discovered something very odd or off about your person, you. awkward appearances. You could be feeling like people who appear out of fucking nowhere. They just appeared. You're like, that was fucking so weird. You could be checking your mail, right? And I'm seeing somebody, you know, those old metal 66s, I say, it's those old metal mailboxes with the key, and then just looking over and seeing something like that was fucking weird. But now, like, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing them dressed in like a suit, or like, you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Ain't nobody wearing a suit around here. Just like awkward. That's awkward. I just can hear that. That's fucking weird. And it's like nobody else seen it. Nobody else seen it. Alright, Men in Black, awkward appearances. The name Misty. Maleficent. Major League. I heard Magistrate. What's up, Patrick? Greetings. Happy Sunday. Thank you for the 6033. You're awesome. Yeah! Thank you, Patrick. Maleficent. Maleficent. Okay, this next part that came in was really odd for me. Boss! Stand up and shine. There's like a destructive type energy, like somebody who's really working on something or pushing towards that. Thank you again, Patrick. What's up, Matthew? Welcome in. Okay, this part kind of threw me for a loop because the other day I was going into town, right? I noticed the UPS guy dropping a package off. Of course, I noticed the UPS guy because he was very good looking. And he was jogging over, and I was like, oh, well, that never happens. Look at the brisk jog on this guy, right? Anyways, 2 days later, I'm heading into town. Damn near the same fucking time. And guess who I see? The same hot-ass UPS driver getting out of his truck, doing the same fucking thing. Of course, he's wearing the same thing, right? He had the shorts on, too. Anyways, and he jogs across the road and delivers the package to the same fucking house. Now this time I have somebody else with me. I'm like, this is so fucking weird. I swear to God, it was 2:43. 2:43. That's what time it was. That's what time it was. It was 2:43. And I look up and I'm like, that's fucking weird. Because at 2:43, not 2:44, but 2:43, right? So it took me a minute, and in my stupor, I was just like, okay, that happened twice. Then when I do to go check my phone for confirmation, right? You know, not just on the clock on the vehicle, I look down and now it's 2:44, which is a synchronistic confirmation number, right? So I'm like, okay, somebody's getting a package. But I was like beyond that. I was like, okay, is this fucking Groundhog's Day? You know, you notice these glitches? Whatever. Cheers. See, somebody could be noticing those things. Feels like they're always watching, right? Major League. Feels like they're always watching. Major League. Fireplace. Okay, somebody who installs fireplace. Fireplace installation man. Fireplace salesman. Sales. Somebody here's a salesman. Somebody selling fucking coals in the cold. Alright. ODD. Meeting you here. What was the ODD? Oh, the odds. Good God. Somebody here sucks at the subtle messages. Hello, it's me. I'm Earth. Have we met? No. No, not met. Odd. See, there's like some odd ass shit in the energy of the earth signs. It's so weird. So I want to see like kind of where this energy comes from. Also got the numbers July 27th, okay? 727, 747, and then that Virgo with the plane crash. So 243 flight numbers, okay? There's like installations or people being installed into certain aircraft for, it's fucking weird because what's that show with Drew Barrymore when she forgets, and Adam Sandler's in it, and every day like the family helps her remember, and then she finally remembers her. So it feels like that. Thank you, Patrick, for the 6033, and thank you for yesterday's donation. You're amazing. I appreciate it so much. What was I going to tell you guys today? I woke up thinking about the collective, specifically the channel. What was I going to tell you guys? Most of the time I'm like, you know what? For my members too, I'm just going to start like when I have ideas. Yikes. When I have my premonitions, when I have these moments, I'm just going to start going on my Snapchat and I will record it, and then I'll start uploading them onto there. Feel really called to do that and like step out of my comfort zone and make it more of a personal space. Also, with members. At any level of the member. We are going to do some psychic investigating over there on that site. So if you're interested into psychic investigation or using your aerial viewing, I'm going to be putting on like a clue game, right? And you're going to tell me what part of the United States, what a person is wearing, and it'll be like to solve a murder, okay? And you're going to use your own intuition to connect collective for the purpose of this, for the highest good of all, to give clues. And so it'll be fun. We're going to see how psychic connection and telepathy between the collective, I just want to show how prominent that is within this. So if you guys have joined members, we are at 24 members. I just opened it up last week. Thank you guys all who have joined members. It's so awesome. Anybody who joins the level 3 for the $19.99 a month, you guys will get an automatic 30% discount on all personal reads or energy cleansing as part of for being a part of that. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. What do you have? Why are your hands behind your back like you're not supposed to have it? Do you have a candy? What do you have? Let me see. Let me see. Show me your hands. Put your hands up. You're gonna be under arrest. Okay, bye. Bye. See you later. Gosh. She's such a shit. That will hurt you. Easy, old girl. Alright. Emotions are running high with Supermoon. Okay, somebody here is like a server. Serves food, they're a wonderful server. They take care of children, childcare. Okay. Somebody here's a great mom, a great aunt. I feel like somebody's raising somebody else's kids. Maybe they've already raised their own. You're doing a wonderful job for this earth sign. For some of you, being a mom is kind of hard for you for whatever reason, but you're doing your best. Okay, let's look for the earth signs. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest bright light. Kind of more of just a fall, huh? Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Be bold and make the first move. Okay, so I see a tower over here, so there is something unexpected that could come through. And you've got, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So you got the cardinal moon. And the next, or the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Alright. What's propelling this next action movement through the spirit realm for these earth signs? What is going on in the spirit realm? No more. Ellison, close the door and get out, please. I want it to come all the way out. I want it to come out with conviction. Okay, that'll work. The prison. Self-sabotage, poverty, and consciousness. Oh. Divine guidance, higher knowing, the spirit whisperer. Be bold. Okay, so somebody, you have become a lot stronger in your pursuit of personal wisdom and knowledge, okay? Communication is key. Being able to have clear communication. Somebody here is very powerful in their communications to your spirit guide. Don't, Daisy, try to swallow that. Somebody here has an accent. Okay, 44 trust. Okay, so a medium. I'm talking to an earth sign here that has mediumship abilities and gifts. The gift to communicate and communicate clearly. That is a lot of your purpose here. You could be a divinator or somebody who has a podcast, somebody who speaks of experiences, near-death experiences, if you will. Your job is nonetheless to communicate. For the earth signs watching me, I feel like your communication here has to do with your starseed-like abilities. It feels like you're energetically, you encompass the colors of the rainbow. Okay, I feel like you can carry many frequencies and tones that it's like a communication a universal language of love, okay, that covers pain. I feel here somebody drinks when they're hurt, okay, when there's conflict, and that's something that is coming out with the tower. You got the tower twice out here, so something that's unexpected, and unexpected healing. I feel like somebody's been sober for some time now, and they're feeling good about that. They are, or that's an ambition. Ellison, what did I say? Okay, you have spirit guides that are guiding you to this. Okay, no more. Looks like your love life, and wow. Okay, so whatever's transpired in your life right now, it feels like your love life is like at the center of from the past life that comes through. So the past life oracle. This could perhaps be a door that's still open, or something that was self-sabotaged. And it seems like you, in the past, have a tendency to do that. And that's when, I don't know, earth signs, there's somebody here that's a player. Like, they'll have the right thing, they'll feel it, and they fuck it up. Okay. I don't know if this is you or if this is the person here, but this energy shows me pain. Okay. Pain when there's no really reason for it, when there is fulfillment out here, but there's conflict around whatever this fulfillment is. Lots of battle with the being blocked, and a lot of like drama in the earth signs energy that comes up. I'm not sure why, but it feels like spirit guides are without a doubt with the blade coming through, cutting through the spirit. Okay, so the divine guidance and the higher knowing here. It's almost like angelic, okay, energy manifests through somebody, and something is put to work, okay. There's been a lot of consideration about something that's going to transpire here. It puts somebody else in a prison, so to speak, because of their own self-sabotage. So it's almost too, like, if you've been a servant or you've been blocked or had a lot of conflict and there's a lot of this heartache, there could be something here around childcare too that's showing up. Yeah, religious beliefs, okay. I feel like there's been an accidental death, or there's kind of like an underlying energy of some sort of deceit around a death, or how something went down, or knowing the way that something went down. I can't help. What do you have now? Let me see, girl. Easy, old girl. No more. Concerning energy here. Okay, so I don't know if somebody's trying to psychically seek this out. Yeah, somebody's just feeling drained. Is this like a sabotage energy, like pertaining to magic, or... So I see somebody here who's connected to the spirit, and I see somebody else next to that person who is like an alter ego, or it's a friend that just like cheers you on. It's very sabotaging in whatever way. Okay. Tell me about the love life here in the past life. Why did the love life come up here for the past life, and I want it to come all the way out? Again. There's something here from the past that is reluctant to be let go of pertaining to the love life. I've been up all night in the head. Okay, this to me, with the swords being illuminated in the Nine of Swords, this person is sitting here in a stance of wonder. Okay, like, what are these communications and this intelligence? It feels like somebody here is awakened to, I'm not your average tarot reader, okay, so intuitively I feel like somebody has a lot of passed on people that are, or outer worldly beings that are communicating. Somebody here's on the precipice of trying to figure out if they're absolutely fucking crazy, or if they really are channeling or communicating with these outer worldly beings. And more or less, not just that, a fiery climax approaches. Okay? Hell yeah! 2026, thank you! Mommy, yucky. Okay, yucky. Hell yeah! Thank you, Mooncat. Whatever this is that's keeping you awake, it does pertain to past hurts, but it also Change to a new start in work or communications or speaking about what this once was. I do feel like there's an attachment or like a deep love that somebody has on a soul level, that something has not been resolved here, okay? Something's not been resolved, and it's like the communications or going back to space and time. I do think if dimensionally somebody is connected with another person in space and time, and maybe that energy is kind of like overriding the avatar here. Somebody just knows somebody's meant to be in their life, and is really leading into the divine. I think the divine is whispering something about that. Yeah, look. Okay. Yeah, you've got the back of the Justice card. Okay, and two, I want to say there could be some like faulty or corrupt institution that has been involved within whatever situation. But the Justice to have the swords and the stuff at the back hiding behind, like in the front, they're fair and just, right? They hold the sword, they hold this, but what's behind the stone, right? What's behind the stone. So I feel like this judge or this person, like with the white butterfly, white to me represents passed on loved ones. So to me, I would definitely say that this feels as if somebody from the other side is helping with the court case. Like it's to reveal this truth. Somebody's a medium and they don't believe it, or they don't believe how information is getting passed to them, or they're just doing things at the right spot. Ellison? Out. Nope, not right now. There's something here that you possess within your own being that's setting you apart from others, okay? It's something, it's a natural characteristic. With the turtle here in the reverse, it does feel like there's a lot of ancestral energy here, a lot of through the veil, through the other side of energy, that is definitely here to show somebody where you were put out at actually has ended up showing you the truth about a church, showing you the truth about who's behind, within. This person was not seeing the light, that they could have went in and gotten the help. But even then, this person would still be in pain and agony on the inside. This is something, it's like people on the inside, you think they have it all figured out, but you might have it more figured out than those that sit within the church, There could be like a very powerful unseen spirit. Feels very bird-like or very powerful. I would say along the lines of Roman, ancient, ancestral, like either that you were that steps forward through you. I want to say too, in this specific time and space, you definitely have had a few soulmates that have propelled you along your path, and I do feel like some of your most important star family was your grandparents for somebody here, and I feel like that, or your parents, you miss them. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, you miss somebody who's on the other side. And I want to say this person here, seeing the mental and physical abuse that you have gone through, but they've also at the same time have watched you plunge into a new version of yourself. And they say, continue to do that unapologetically. Got a hippopotamus, only a hippopotamus will do. Take one down, pass it around, and remember to be on the wall. Alright. Let's look at the love. That's not going to work for me. That's just not going to work for me. Maybe there's something about love you're like, I don't know. Oh. Well, you could be battling a baby's mom, okay? Her mama's. Yeah, you're definitely standing your ground right here to some sort of mother figure. I see that. I don't know if this is pertaining to the person that you're with or they feel like this with you. Yeah, feels like it's been a long week, okay? Yeah, you need to stand your ground to anybody. You could be doing something that's different pertaining to healing that you're new at or investing into or starting out at that's from stay at home. Something that is very nurturing or brings harmony to the world or to others. You know, it feels like you have a very philanthropist type of energy here. Your spirit guides are saying, keep going, like there's a new beginning here, but they want you to plan like what that would look like or what's interesting or what's fun. I feel like somebody's going to be a entertainer, or just like a voice on the radio, or, you know, do it, start it. You won't be sorry. You will not be sorry. And it's also something that's going to allow you to relax. The more you get to do it, the easier it's going to become for you. Meditate and ask for answers. Somebody here's like asking, I feel like a coordinator or somebody who does caters. I feel that energy. Somebody's going to be like amazing at catering events, or going to find the perfect caterer. Somebody's really good with hair and catering. I don't know if there's a big event coming up, but I do feel that. I feel like everything's going to work out perfect. I'm seeing like a peachy color, or like a beautiful rusty tan color with like hints of gold in it. So, alright, the person coming towards you here. Oh shit. You got somebody who's fast. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the person coming towards you is somebody that you're very appreciative of. Somebody who, I heard can afford nice things. But somebody who is very emotionally intelligent. What's this person's purpose with you? Is to speak about some sort of pain, and some sort of being left out that has happened. I feel like this person wants to give you a gift of money, or is trying to give you, to help you out in some sort of way. I feel like this person has come into, they're trying to teach you like where to battle and where not to. Kind of weird. Feels like that there might be like some sort of angelic presence too that manifests within family members, or you know, you get the answer that you're looking for here. This person here is very intelligent. They're very ambitious. This is somebody who has a very forgiving spirit. Okay, they can. The person coming towards you, Earth signs, they just want to have a good last week with you, or the weekend. Like they're really insistent on spending good quality time that matters, to bring things together. I think somebody here has an ability to bring something forth for you, or to make something happy. Whether it sets you up or to give you the money to start your business, it just feels like something comes about at the right time. Somebody passes away, or you're able to take over a house and a lease without having to jump through all the hoops. It feels like somebody's going to help you bypass all of, you know, the hardships due to you standing your ground. I also do think that somebody knows something about a judge or a higher up official, police officer, somebody who's supposed to be in an official position here in the 3D, that has secrets or skeletons in their closet, and due to that, so it's like blackmail, like make a way for me to get what I need to get, and get your dirty grubs off of my finances, my home life, my, you know, stop having people fucking follow me so that I can live on with my life. And you know what I mean? It feels like there's something here, oh, I tell everybody your secrets, you know, with tangible proof. And it's like somebody who does speak to the passed on loved ones, the dead, that is trying to help others solve their murders, to bring forth pertinent information. Somebody here keeps here, I'm hearing Sandra. Somebody hears the same name or the same, to listen to that, okay? Because you like definitely have the psychic medium abilities. This person could be some sort of mentor here too, yeah. The person coming towards you and their energy is going to be very inspirational for you. They're going to say, where have you been all my life? You know, why have you been hiding under a rock? You have limitless potential. You know, it feels like things make a very beautiful way here, whether it's advertising or a new vehicle to be able to do what it is that you do. If you travel and offer a service, or if you're a builder, whatever it is that you need, it feels like you're going to be able to be gifted the opportunity to do that. Your spirit guides, their advice here. Their advice here, God damn, I don't know who you're up against or what you've been doing, because this is like a side note. Their advice here is surrender. Okay, to the transformation. Like, you're being told, like, surrender to the transformation. There's death out here with the defeat. Their advice to you is to surrender to whatever it is. Somebody stands their ground, won't accept help, but wants more. Like, surrender. Surrender. Okay. There's endings here that your spirit guides are saying are inevitable, and there's specific people that are being defeated. Purpose behind this here is the resilience in your intuition, to always follow your intuition, to understand that these feelings and inclinations, okay, they are your own. If you're asking a question here, I feel like someone's asking about, becoming a parent or taking this next step forward. I feel like you don't have to choose between your job and your children. There's going to be something that aligns you perfectly so that you can kind of get out of that stressful state of providing and being able to be a team. Like I said, it feels like somebody comes in who finally lets you know, like, you can let the past go. You don't always have to hang on to the upheavals and stand your ground. Your spirit guides are saying it's okay to let some people in here, new beginning. And I feel like somebody's definitely starting something on the internet. I don't know if it's like opening the pearls or rocks or like custom jewelry, something very good that they do. Earth signs, you're very creative, you're very artistic here, and you love to do it. Whatever it is that you do, I feel like it does bring harmony, because like as you do it, maybe you video yourself like doing diamond art, I don't know, but it feels like you speak of things or you read old stories as you paint a picture. Like, it's something that's very vicarious, something that's very it brings people together. Like, it brings a purpose. It helps people connect back to the heart space, to where they're like, they can feel free to. I feel like you're somebody who's lived a long life of standing up to other people's expectations, and then life got hard, or even being physically and mentally abused. Look, it's out here at the top. Always constantly receiving bad news, or feeling targeted. Look at all these signs that come up. And the whole time you're a humanitarian here to help others. And the reason that you go through these things is to show you where humanity is hurting at. Because when you're at the bottom of the barrel, you have an ability to see how police officers treat you. I will say EMTs have always been the most amazing people in the force that I've met. The medics are, they're amazing. Especially those that really care about. You see a lot of earth angels in the EMTs. You could be a medic too. I feel like somebody here is actually like closing out or getting a new beginning, like in this academy. And maybe it's taken you a long time to get here, to get to this spot, but it feels like you're being accepted here. Somebody here, like, your answer is just like no. Like, you need to soul search, or somebody who, there's a no. Alright? There's like a truth that needs to be revealed here before, this travel or something else can come about. Your spirit guides are trying to get you to see the vibrancy. Somebody's trying to get you to be grounded and just see like the beauty, the natural beauty in today's world. The smelling the flowers, like slowing down in life. Somebody here is wanting to be very connected, but they miss out on the smallest things. What's the targeted here? Because I can't help but feel that. Okay, so you have an obsessive love with passion, and that being out here, love and passion, like, I want to say too, somebody has their eyes set on you, okay, as a soulmate. Somebody could be aware through some meditation practices, an alliance that, prehistorically is what I'm hearing, but akashically that you have shared. I feel like somebody here has had a lot of information that maybe perhaps you weren't able to, I don't know if there wasn't a clearance, or you just weren't able to perceive at the time, or you weren't at a level of awakening to. I think you're going to feel like somebody, like, maybe perhaps lied to you, but somebody here is undercover. Somebody here is, I wish, they're like, I wish I could tell you what it is that you're asking me of, but no, I love you, my intentions are pure, Finishing off the end of the year, what does it look like here for the earth signs? You're resilient, last man standing, you're still going. It feels like it's been a long year. but it's really built this inner strength that you have to move forward without the ideas or implications of others. Really centering yourself in your truth and your heart. Feels like social status could have a lot to do with some of the hardships here. Feels like there's been some jail or imprisonment that, somebody spent some time locked up. Or feeling enslaved, and maybe somebody feels enslaved by some sort of non-fertility here, okay? Or being locked away from their children. It just feels like, being discriminated against. There's two cards of social, fuck these guys. That's what, fuck these motherfuckers. That's all they have to talk about. You've made it through some hard shit, okay? But you have like an allied invader and that spirit that's working with you. Because I think it's really taught you, like, who gives a fuck? Because your true colors will shine through. Tell me about finishing off the rest of the year here. Gladiator, yeah. I feel like you're going to get more athletic. You're going to be somebody that stands for the cause, like the Spartacus, they were gladiators that protected those four walls, so at all costs, I do feel like I'm talking to somebody here who stands against, like a Charlie Kirk, like somebody who would stand against, or speak up on the matters of things, I'm not really into politics, so for that to come out, yeah, social again. Somebody here's going to speak about, or want Charlie Kirk's like coming through talking about a distant relation and a judge, the law doing something here. Watch your guardian angels. I don't know, they're like really just, there's going to be something that you do that people will discriminate against, but it's like make sure that your physical attributes of yourself are, when you push yourself hard, you don't want to work out, you don't want to show up, and it's hard, that's where you have the balls to stand in front of other people and be like, fuck you, you don't know me, I push myself. You're not there in the 3 o'clock in the morning pushing yourself to work out. Your fat ass is eating a Twinkie and a ho-ho sitting here judging people behind, whatever faucet. You haven't done nothing in the last year but get fatter and fucking, more in a state of fear because you're an asshole. It feels like, too, in a social network here, or signs, you do something that's very prominent to set apart these victims who are oppressed. You could actually be a lawmaker or help build some sort of new law. I see Mexico out here. People who are falsely accused of insanity. Social. Are you a lawyer? Are you a paralegal? Are you moving into the law? Because it feels like whatever it is, yeah, you pardon people. You'll be pardoned or given your visa, or something's going to be pardoned for you. You finally get to stand up or speak for whatever this is. You're resilient. Overall outcome, there's a celebration this current lifetime. So something, you could be having teenagers, something in your teen years that comes about here too. Can't help but feel like there's an advisor or government work here that somebody's done or has learned a lesson about greed. Okay. Let's get a card from the Mystical Martian Oracle deck. Check out all my stickers my girls put on there. We got sticker books you can color. I'm not going to hold you right this second. You want me to go fix your show? Is it stop playing?
My peanuts.
Yeah, your peanuts.
I like it.
I like it too.
It's too.
Blow your belly out, go. Go hard. Go hard. Blow your nose. Good job. Get out of here, you old boogers. Get out of there. Here, let me go push play on your boy. Hey, Choking on an almond and they're changing her diaper right now. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. I was in the shower and I was kind of cleaning out my sinuses, so I just snorted a little bit of the water, you know, not like inhaled it. Kind of get water down my sinuses, and then I massaged my face, kind of do meditationing. But I held it fucking a decometer of water and it went down the wrong pipe. I literally tried to couldn't breathe. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die naked in the shower. Nobody's around. I'm like, I'm gonna have to run all the way across this freaking 2 acres to get over to my place to tell Kylie I'm choking on water. I'm like, please Lord, don't let me go out like this. That'd be a real shitty way to go. Excuse me. Alright. Gonna put it away, but they're like, nope, read from that deck. I'm hearing Majestic Byway. I feel like somebody's gonna name a place or is looking for a company name or a logo or a brand name. I'm seeing like instruments, guitars, banjos, it's something simple. I see a lot of creative minds in the collective, but it does feel like this comes from like down south. Something prominent comes through. All right. So, for the earth signs, this is my Mystical Martian Oracle deck. What mystical Martian oracles or advanced beings are working with the collective at this time? Oh wow, you're like in the eye of birthing something new here. You got Viscus Pisciscus, which reminds me of my Virgo friend. We used to laugh about that. Alright, Divine Feminine, birthing fertility. Alright, so the Mystical Martians bring this message to you. The two overlapping discs of Viscus Pisciscus contain the almond eye-shaped, it's funny, I was just choking on an almond. the almond eye shape that was used in the ancient mystery schools to represent layers of interconnected meanings, including divine feminine and the holy passage portal for the soul that links heaven, also known as spirit, and earth, the physical. The Viscus symbol is also a geometric and esoteric aspect of the flower, aka the seed of life, symbolically and actually. Later, monotheistic Christianity adopted the symbol to represent the fish, quote unquote, the soul, and Jesus. In East African, the symbol is known as Mandorla. The ancient Celts created female Sheila Nagig figurines who exposed their genitals, and archetypal represented the same. The two interceding circles symbolize the creative birth space, and emerges the third archetypal entity, body, mind, and soul, which holds the linking trinity energies that are the energetic forces and geometric building blocks on all levels of divine manifestation. Wow. There's something very fertile about this energy, okay? And this is like really sacred union with your own self. Your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, these unions that you're having feel very profound at this time. I feel like there is like a Stargate energy that is protected within your being. I can feel my heart chakra. It's almost making me giggle like I'm on a roller coaster, but I just felt really elevated and I felt really lifted up. I'm seeing lions. Very playful, fun energy. I feel like somebody here is like a mother to many on chips. I see a bunch of kids. It's like, you know, in Moana, when you're, you know, everybody's got their job and she's singing the song, but she's singing like, I want to be out, and it calls me. There's a boat, there's a sea, and it calls me. Yeah, no one knows how far I'll go. Yeah, she's just like saying, I know everybody has their place, their purpose here, but something calls me out to the ocean to go see, because they actually were voyagers. So it feels like you could be discovering something very profound within your own divine spirit that many others before you, and I feel like you, like, you know, like in the vampire movies, how, you know, they change, or what's that movie with that beautiful, stunning woman? She's got red hair. The story of, is it Adeline? But she's old, and she, you know, but if you look at pictures, you won't find many pictures. But those vampires, that's really them, but they just act like the grandpa, and then they get old, and then, you know, something tricky here in this energy. I don't know what it is, if there's time traveling, or like really, I'm hearing Garden of Eden, going through the portal, you know, something very, like, never discount how magical your body is. I just feel like somebody's a guide, a guardian, warrior. You like train these other planets, train on these planets. In whatever way you're doing, it's interconnectedness within your own self. So I don't know if this is other aspects of you, your spirit. It's actually quite beautiful. It's like, I think you're going to be very amazed that you are such a grand representation of being a human, but still being able to connect so deep. So it doesn't have to do with space, creed, faith, anything. It's just that even at your most fucked up state is when you've become most enlightened, and that's one thing you want to share with the world. Yeah, Jesus Christ and all that, but love. It's like I was on meth and received my light language, my gift of tongues, as I was praying. So fucked off, just asking God to take it from me. I lived in that life. Doesn't make me better because I have light language. Still, you know, when I'm pissed, I'll be like, there's not words in English, you know, and it's direct link with my spirit. There's so many things that about me that have occurred. I feel like you feel the same. It almost is like, love is an open door with you, with you, with you. you're like, fuck yeah, I am awesome. You know, you're realizing that you make way for other people to feel creative or be creative. Like what you're doing now, what you stand for, what you speak about, whatever this is that you're really resilient within. I mean, is that twice? I mean, you're one resilient ass mother trucker. You are resilient. It's like it person always feels like they have another fight left in. I'm like, maybe people do too see you as like really guarded and protected by the gods, you know what I mean? And it's like you have a favor. Well, justice behind that. There's just favor on because you're the spirit that's gonna stand up and say that's not fucking right. You know what I mean? You're Charlie, the Charlie Kirk. You know what I mean? The world needs people like that. Your mission could become to here to get assassinated like JFK and that for whatever it is that you do, whatever it is, you start to realize these things on a soul level. Well, I feel like I just am like, I feel like a Vatican or like a dark energy. I don't know. I feel like through the collective too. I don't know. There's a bunch of psychics and spies that are gonna shit's gonna click. Shit's gonna click, and you're just gonna start seeing like walking zombies for who they are, or like you could have been trying to tell people about things in the most mundane way. So now you stopped, and you just now they're like just write out these feelings and thoughts that way, motherfucker. Time, date, stamp it. Do your doodle on it. Always allow yourself the freedom to, doodle because you never know what signs and symbols are going to come out of there for you. You're very beautiful energy here. Okay, angel number for the earth signs, and then I am going to go to the water signs. What's up, Ash? Bethany? Thank you, beautiful souls, for being in here. Angel number. Wow. Limitless potential, man. Limitless potential. Allow yourself to be like water and to flow and to go through, because there's going to be ridicule. Whatever it is that you do, people, there's just that spirit that gets on people like, who the fuck do you think you are? And it's like, you were built for service and charity. It's just a piece of who your soul is. And the reason that you understand that dynamic and that energy is because you've lived in it. You've been impoverished. You've been without. You understand what it feels like. Fuck all the house and the clothes and the car, all the stuff. What you miss the most is human touch and human understanding, to share a piece of what you've been through. Sometimes we need to share that. People are so busy to hear another person or to connect. And it's like within that connection, there's nuggets of truth and things that are outpouring and seeds that Spirit uses on others. Like that's why we have each other. We're not meant to be alone. We're meant to share our ideas and our feelings and not fucking judge. It's so hard to get through. So somebody here sitting in front of me is like, you have a beautiful spirit. You have a beautiful spirit to realize it ain't nothing but a chicken wing. We all been there, done that. Like, and you see somebody's drive, I feel like you cheer for those people. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's different, but you're good at it, and I wish you nothing but the best. And you can start to see how somebody's, uniqueness has imprinted a spirit of less judgment and more listening to experience their self. Because they're like, well, I've seen a lot of people talk about this or experience this. I wonder what that's about. You're a waymaker in such a natural way. It's almost like the curiosity that kills the cat. You guide them to, I want to see what that is in the best ways. They're like, what is this oracle tarot stuff you speak of? These speak of. Somebody might tune in and just be like, wow, that's really different than what I expected. And it's kind of weird how it puts on a lot of, some limitless potential here. Whatever's there, God's going to use through you, because you're already connected to the all that is. Reset, relaxation, unknown surrender, finish line, and success. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished if you can dream it. There is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. Say, all right, Earth signs. All right.
Bye.
And for the person on your mind.
Mommy, water.
What will their chairs go over there? It's right over there. Go to your chair. Bye. Skedaddle. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Off my knee. Go get the water. Caw. Caw. Thanks, girl. What would they say to you? Person on the earth side's mind. If they were true and honest, what would they say? What would they say? It feels like something might just slip out. I had a rough childhood, so I easily start thinking the worst case scenarios. I know most are illusions, but they feel so real. So somebody at the moon. I'm learning how to practice self-care and rest when I feel overwhelmed. It is nice to stop working for a while and just enjoy being the Four of Swords. It's good too. You could have emphasized that too. There is a time for rest. I feel like somebody sees you as just a very good-hearted person, somebody who does a lot for other people. I think there's quite a few people that notice that about you and are actually, those prayers are powerful. I feel like soul family will align. Those aren't yours. Put them back on the table. Anything else? I wish I could share my good news with you. Bottom of the deck. Since I can't control you, I prefer to daydream of perfect interactions between us, where you agree with me. I am afraid to contact you. So it feels like it could be, put it back up there, it's not yours. Somebody else could be in a relationship here. You, them. It feels like the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But it does feel like it has helped somebody to grow. I'm becoming a better person. I think a lot of it has to do with your interactions, or like if you do have those heart-to-heart or like truthful communications with this person, you're not so much trying to scold them with intellect or intelligence. More or less, I feel like it's the small stuff you say, because people don't remember exactly what you say. People remember how you make them feel. Alright, and there is a way when people let you down, or it kind of sucks when they see you keep going or rise, that they were kind of a cog in the wheel. They were a fucking, a spike in the road for you. Because they really do mean you well. It's like there's a certain spirit that overcomes people, I feel like, in your life, that it's like jealousy or envy, but it's in like the most subtle ways. It's like they really do love you, but at the same time, it's like maybe they just don't want you to outgrow them, or I don't know what it is. Or if you have other friends, or you have your own limelight, it's kind of like a young kid who doesn't go up like, hey, what about me, when you don't want to play from on the playground anymore, and they're just playing with you every day. It's like, dude, you can go find new friends too. We can still all be friends, but somebody's like selfish, I am taking a break from everything so I can meditate and realize and release my old ways of thinking. The process is not easy. So yeah, there's definitely enlightenment that comes from, hey, get out of my office. I want to look at the... Yeah, 58? We got time. Don't push it, girl. You stop. Don't start your stuff. Don't start your stuff.
Mommy, hold me.
Hold on, girl.
Hold me.
Hold on, girl. I'm working. I'm on my live.
Hold me.
I'm working, girl. I can't right now. Watch out. I'm working.
Mommy.
One Mississippi.
Hold me.
Higher self-debt for the earth signs. Two Mississippi. Three Mississippi. Easy, girl. Easy, old girl. Go sit in your chair. You can sit right there. This is my bubble gum.
My bubble gum.
That's your bubble gum. This is my bubble gum. I told them one time, I'm like, you're in my bubble. So now they're like, Mom, you're in my bubble gum. Freedom at the bottom of the deck. What does the higher self want to bring through for the earth signs? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Let it flow. Just allow it to flow all the way out for the earth signs. success. I feel that too. With this to come out, there's definitely something very unique and diverse about what energy it is that you bring to the table, or it really feels like the ideas, or that you can channel them and bring those ideas to life. Yeah, and overcoming that obstacle feels like what you don't see is that you've overcome, or you already have. But it's like breaking it down to the body, like, hey, we're winners. Ellison, I'm gonna whip your butt. Get out. Where's your popsicle? We'll go find it. No, you did not.
I eat it. Mama, popsicle.
Can you wait? Give me a minute. Hey, give me a minute. So we're gonna go for success. The higher self oracle here. I like this deck. I just wish they made the words bigger. 91. All right, success. Your soul is on a mission to bring about your desires, and your higher self acknowledge you've been working very hard to manifest them. That one doesn't go on the floor, honey. If you are doubting whether your path you're on will bring you success, the simple answer is yes. This card comes to tell you that your success is granted. If you are still working towards your dream, stay the course and do not give up. All will work out as it should, and you will succeed. Keep in mind following as you work towards your success. First, success begins in the mind. You must embody a mentality of success in order to achieve. If you think you can, then you will. And if you think you can't, then you won't. Avoid self-sabotage, but focus your mind on the potential difficulties and not the defeats. Shift your mindset and vibrations to one of infinite potential and accomplishment and victory. Second, recognize that all roads to success are paved with obstacles and unexpected delays. Refrain from believing that these are signs you should walk away from what it is that you are building. There is a place on your path to help you refine your vision. Third eye, remain in the state of detachment as you progress along your path towards success. See, I kept saying go with the flow. It's like don't attach yourself to certain outcomes or people thereof, what they're doing or what your part in their role of their journey or path maybe. Don't do that. This does not mean you should pretend and not care about the goal you wish to achieve. Rather, it means that on the journey, relinquish the need for it to manifest a certain way, since you cannot control how it will come about. Last, one of the spiritual laws of success is the law of giving. The universe operates in a constant flow of giving and receiving, and we actively participate in its rhythm by giving back, which contributes to our own success. Your higher self requests that you allow abundance to circulate in your life. Remember to give to others, whether it is an act of kindness, generosity, a prayer, or help in some form. This card indicates that you are on the cusp of completing a project. All of your hard work and your perseverance will finally pay off. You will finally receive the rewards you've earned and acknowledge the recognition from your community. Give gratitude for what it is that you're about to receive. Wow. Card of success. Definitely does look like, a beautiful illuminated version of the higher feminine aspect. Very awesome. All right, Earth signs, that's what I have for you. Stay tuned. I will be on here within the next 10 minutes for the water signs. All right. Love you guys. Kisses from Idaho. Hit that like and subscribe, man. And leave a comment. Right? Hit the subscribe and the like. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before January 1st. All right. We only got a little bit of time. Let's go. Love you guys too.